Okay, hi again. This is Jerry, and this is section 4 of our series on dynamic support and resistance. Now, we left off here at the high of this green bar, and this high of the green bar is now dynamic resistance. But it did not become dynamic resistance, remember, until a red bar formed, or a turn, or an attempt to turn. Excuse me. And now we already know that our extreme low bar before our green bar here would be the extreme low of this bar. So now, once price was down here, once we saw this green bar, bam, we draw our support line at the extreme low. On the way up, we're green. Once we see a red bar or a down bar, bam, we draw our resistance line. Green turning to red establishes a resistance. Red turning to green establishes support. So now, as far as our breakout strategy, we want to go long on a breakout above resistance using our LCM breakout rules, or we want to go short on a breakout below support here, according of course to our LCM rules, and that means our volume filters, and specifically, and we always want to use our volume filters, but I'm not showing you that here because I want you to focus on price pattern right now. So right now, even here, if I had volume here, and I don't know what volume is here, but if we had lower volume here, then too that would have been confirmation, and we would have known to get out here also. But now, okay, we have dynamic support, we have dynamic resistance. We're on the way down, but we don't make it to support. What happens? We have a green bar here. We're on the way down. Once that green bar appears, bam, at the low of the red bar, we have a new dynamic support level here. This is still resistance. This is new dynamic support. So now we want to look for a breakout at this point here. We want to look for a breakdown below support before we consider a short trade, and we still want to look for a breakout above resistance here before we consider a long trade. But now what happens? We're going up, green, 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 red. Uh-oh, we have a red. So then we, bam, the high of this green bar establishes new dynamic resistance. So now we're squeezing, the range here is squeezing down, and when you see the market start, the dynamic support and resistance levels start to squeeze and tighten, that's a spring being coiled, and when that, as the tighter that spring is coiled with successive new dynamic support and resistance levels, when that spring is released or uncoiled on a breakout, the breakout is usually going to be sufficient. It's usually going to be a nice move intraday, so you can capture anywhere from 30 to 50 pips on the breakout. So here now we have support 1 here, and now we have below that support 2. Above we have resistance 1, and now we have resistance 2. Okay, and we look here and we see that once resistance 1 has established itself here, we do not have a breakout. But notice now, always consider outside and inside bars. Notice how these successive bars here, they are inside the range of this bar. Okay, so we're not really counting these bars as far as new support and resistance because they're inside bars. Okay, once again, always consider inside and outside bars. Okay, so now we're still down. We're still looking for the market to move down because once we have this red bar and establish a new resistance, okay, we're looking for the market to move down unless we have a breakout or a close above our new resistance 1, which did not happen here, and we continued down here. Okay, but look what happens here. We've got red, we did not test support 1, and guess what, we have a new dynamic support level, because once this bar is red, first green bar, bam, you draw the new dynamic support level. And now our range is squeezing tighter and tighter. The spring is pressed farther and farther down. Now we can start anticipating that when the pressure, all of this in here now is pressure, is pent up